This week's been a bit of a change. We've been allowed to come back to Fir Park. It's a bit split up, the boys are changing in different changing rooms, but it's getting a bit back to normality. We're allowed to eat, not so much together, but in groups, and we're allowed to use the gym and that again, so it's a bit more normal than it used to be. We're getting there slowly but surely. It's a bit weird, so many people's allowed in at certain times, but I suppose you'd rather that. We're allowed to come into here, everybody's allowed to be here, what it used to be like.
This looks like detention or something.
Find a seat pet and enjoy yourself. Move forward, mate. I'm not actually.
Some tables are one per person and some are two, but you're kind of 2 metres apart, so it's a wee bit awkward really. You feel as if you can't really interact, but I suppose it has to be like that. You have to be safe, and I'm sure in the next couple of weeks maybe things can change and we can get back to integrating more together when we're eating. A lot of the boys obviously might not have the luxury of having their own gym at the home, but now we're back at Fir Park. We're up there after training or before training, doing our bits, our rehabs, our strength work and conditioning work. In the gym we all have to wear masks at all times in the building, and after we're using equipment it needs to be wiped down for the next person to use it. Wearing the mask about the places, it can be a wee bit annoying. Obviously in the gym you're sweating a bit more and it's harder to breathe, but we just have to kind of get on with it. It's better to have a good atmosphere about the place and just be back involved in everything. Hopefully it's not going to be for too much longer. Things are getting better and better each day, so hopefully it's not too long.
How you doing, right? We've got Spanish chicken, jam and steak.
Can I get the chicken, please?
Before we were allowed to come to Fir Park, we were lucky enough that Motherwell helped us out with some meals that we could go home, put them in the microwave a couple of minutes, and that was us sorted. So that helped us a lot. It means we didn't have to go home and take 45 minutes to cook a meal. We're just straight in and get the food in our bodies, recovering for the next day.
Want to eat some real food now?
I've been eating chocolate all day.
Chocolate? That's not going to get you in the Scotland team.
Football ability though.
Right, what do you want?
Rice and chicken, please. I've not actually been eating chocolate.
What about you're going to start eating your veg again? Take a wee bit, makes you strong, good for your iron.
You're used to doing everything yourself, so the chef's having to do everything for you, so it's a bit strange. You feel like you can't help, but again you have to do it. We have to be careful, and that's just going to be life now for the coming weeks.
What? How about some salad? Good for you. Make you like Popeye, you know, strong. Look, I'll try a wee bit of this too, right? You know, all health for your wealth.
He's alright, he makes good food, so that's probably the main thing. He gets a wee bit of stick now and again, but he's a good guy, and he loves the club and he's doing well, and I enjoy his food, so I'm happy with that.
What have you been up to?
Homeschooling the kids, and then everybody else did a wee online course for sports nutrition.
Right.
What else? Bought a mouth organ.
Bought a what?
A mouth organ, you know.
A milk organ.
Mouth organ.
What's that?
It's an instrument, you know.
A what?
It's an instrument. Mouth organ.
Oh, like
It's a mouth organ. So,
yeah.
if I get a tune out, I'm maybe bring it in one day at Christmas time. I'm waiting for Christmas time.
It's just good to see that the fixtures are being put out. It's something to look forward to. There's not really any uncertainty now. There's a date there, so we're all looking forward to that. It's just been great to be back and being back in this environment. You're loving coming in. You don't want any days off. You just want to keep training and playing football. So I'm just glad that there's a date in place, and there's football games coming up, friendlies, that we can get back to playing football again.
Hello, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Let me just get this sorted.
It's great to see you. How are you doing?
Yeah, you too. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Good to see you.
It's been a wee while, but there's been a lot that's happened this last week or so for you.
I know, yeah. It's been an amazing week for me. I signed for Newcastle, my boyhood club, last week. I obviously got the disappointment of getting released at 16, but still followed the club. So to be back in the club and involved is just, like you say, it's a dream come true. Being an academy player to being a professional player is massively different. So But I've really enjoyed it. There's physios and staff behind the scenes that are still there now that were there when I was in the academy. I've worked with a goalie coach before, and one of my best friends is obviously still a player there from when we were younger. So it's been an easier transition into a new club in many ways, even though it's obviously a massive club. But I'm enjoying it.
We always kind of say when boys come into the club that it's like when they come into Motherwell, we can help them progress, we can help them kind of get places. Did you take that seriously when you came here, or did you really see yourself going to like the Premier League?
Maybe it's not Newcastle back then. I think I'd probably been through my most difficult time in football at Walsall. I'd obviously made the move from Carlisle, where the only club I'd been since Newcastle. Hadn't really worked well living away from home and things like that. So I'd definitely seen Motherwell as somewhere I could sort of rejuvenate my career and play games and play in a good side. It just shows you, for players that are maybe considering moving to Scotland or to Motherwell in particular, like the club has got a fantastic track record of, bringing players in and improving them. And I think I'm obviously the latest in that.
Let's look back on your time at Motherwell then. How will you reflect on it?
Well, it's probably been, it's been the best 18 months I've had, I think, in football. I think the staff, the players, the supporters absolutely loved my time there. I think it was really a successful time as well. I think we beat every team in the league bar the top two, and even then we give them some real good games.
Have you missed this? Will you come back up when you get a chance?
I know that's the one thing. I think it was a shame the way it all ended. It was obviously bizarre. So it was really difficult, when you work closely with people, obviously behind the scenes and the players and the staff. Just all of a sudden, I think my last training session, we were training ready for the Aberdeen game. It was set pieces, shape, your usual day before a match. See you tomorrow at 6 o'clock, and then I haven't been back since. So it's really strange. So it's disappointing not to play, a final game at Fir Park, because the supporters were really good with me, like sang my name and things like that, and I always appreciated that. I felt like they were behind me from the start, and that gave me confidence. Coming into Phil Trevor's position was always going to be a difficult task, and I could have felt a bit of pressure. But from day one, they were behind me, the staff believed in me and things like that. So I owe them obviously a massive amount, and obviously for it to lead up to coming back to Newcastle, I'll obviously always be grateful for that. I'll definitely be trying to get up as soon as possible when fans are allowed back in the stadium, and I'll be watching the European game with mixed feelings. Really, it's sad that I can't be a part of it, but obviously at the same time I'll be willing the lads on and the manager on, and hopefully they can have a famous run in Europe and things like that.
Mark, that's been brilliant. So chuffed for you. Absolutely brilliant move. Thanks for chatting to us. I'm sure the fans will love hearing from you. And good luck the coming weeks before the end of your season.
Thank you. All the best. Cheers.
Made up to be back and to see the lads and the staff again. It's been very welcoming.
Lads, what's the new one? Sick the way it's glued over it.
I seen the billboard this morning. I thought it was great, especially with the thumb in the mouth for the new baby. I thought it was a good gesture. Showed me nan and my mum and all that, and they were made up.
Right, I'm not even getting in yet. Hell. Where am I against the door, Bob? Oh my god. Right. So,
Might have lied to you, Longy.
Longy, I hate to tell you that, see you on Tuesday when the doc's doing this. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to have a nosebleed. Well, that's nothing. Longy, come and slide this. That's heavy, that, you know. Right, there's some training kit there, you need to go up the gym and get changed up there with the rest of the guys. What, not going to change that at all? No, there's only 6 in there, 8 in there, and the rest of the steel.
No, Julian! Oh my days, you the haircut, bro.
The staff and everyone around the places brought me back to life in football, to be honest. Brought me confidence back, got me back scoring goals, and just made up to be back, to be fair. I've been in touch with most of the lads more or less every week since this lockdown's happened, plus with the manager and stuff like that, and so finally get to see the faces again. It's just been very good. To be honest, I've got like unfinished business here as well. I want to finish where I left off. Obviously, due to the circumstances of what happened last year, there's no other way. There's no better place to come back to be fair.
Good! Readjust like it! Just long around that. First time. That's good.
Today I just got my legs going again. Done a bit of shooting at the end, which was good to actually find the ball in the back of the net, and it felt good again. Nothing compares to it, to be fair. Especially when, like, being back on the grass with the lads, there's no better feeling.
Jump! Jump! Go!
I'm a fit lad, and I'm not one of the people who drinks and stuff like that. Like, I work hard, and obviously I'm a bit behind everyone else fitness wise, but I know I'll be back at it soon.
Halfway, little lift out. Wait, all the way halfway. Good. In and out. Move left and right. Don't just twist your hips. Move left and right. In and out. Feet wide. Hips slow. Good. Get in there. Moving him. To penetrate. Okay, so make sure you do it. Okay, come on, boys. Yes, be ready. Switch on. Hey, go for up.
Because of lockdown, we've worked a little bit differently, worked a lot more on tactical stuff, and it was to see whether they've taken all that information on. There was some fitter than others, obviously. You know, boys that we brought in maybe haven't trained as long. So that's the goal for those boys to have to get to the levels the way we want. It brings a sense of normality back. You can train so long, but there has to be an end product to it. So even though it was just at the training ground, it was nice to get a game. It's nice to see where you are against another team, fitness wise and tactically as well. And I thought they were the same as us. They pressed really well. It was a good game, really good competitive game. I was impressed with Dundee United as well. So yeah, good start. Things to get better at, things to work on, and still lots of time to do that.